Hello everyone, this is Daryl from Sodafry.com, and today I have a three-way showdown of orange sodas from Iraq. Did I fly to Baghdad and smuggle them in a suitcase? Absolutely not. I purchased them at random Seattle grocery stores. I really have no clue how exactly they got here, but I'm excited to try them and dig a little into the unique histories of each bottle. Let's start with the oldest of the three, the one with roots in both California and Iraq. Mission Orange. Mission Orange was born in California in the 1920s. It expanded rapidly, but like many of us, peaked early. The brand hit Iraq in the 1950s and became wildly popular, but back in the US, it faded away into the western sunset like a cowboy that had lost its herd. The company folded in the 1970s, but Iraq never got the memo, or they chose to ignore it. They loved the soda, and they just kept right on making it themselves. Today, Crystal Baghdad, the Iraqi bottler, has been producing Mission through wars, sanctions, instability, you name it. It is, as far as I can tell, the last Mission bottler on Earth, making this a true zombie soda brand. Iraqis genuinely consider Mission to be an Iraqi soda brand, and at this point, who's left to disagree with them? Not me. They kept the flame alive. I have a separate video about Mission's colorful history if you want to know more. Next up is Mirinda, the orange soda introduced to Iraq through Pepsi that underwent a very unusual chapter during the sanctions era. While it's now part of the PepsiCo brand, Mirinda actually started independently in Spain in 1959. Pepsi acquired the brand in 1970, slapped it into their global lineup, and because Pepsi had already been in Iraq since the 1950s, Mirinda eventually followed. But then came the 1990s sanctions, which disconnected Iraqi Pepsi bottlers from the official PepsiCo supply chain. So Pepsi products during this era entered their fan fiction chapter. You got bootleg Pepsi, counterfeit Mirinda, improvised 7-Up. It might have said Pepsi on the bottle, but it could have been anything inside. Now, Mission didn't have this problem. There's no parent company to cut them off. They were already on DIY mode. Pepsi officially re-entered Iraq in 2003, struck new deals with the counterfeit bottlers, and brought the real Mirinda formula back to Baghdad. And finally, we have Fanta, the newcomer to Iraq, even though it has one of the most surprising origin stories of any major soda brand. Fanta was created in Nazi Germany during World War II when German Coca-Cola bottlers got cut off from US syrup shipments. So they improvised, like literally brewed soda from fruit scraps and whey. They named it Fanta, short for Fantasie, because the German word for desperation, Verzweiflung, did not test very well. After the war, Coca-Cola took the brand back, reinvented it as a bright fruit soda in the 1950s, and unleashed it worldwide. But not in Iraq. Because of the Arab League boycott, Coca-Cola was banned from operating in Iraq until after the fall of Saddam in 2003. That means Fanta is the baby of the group here and has only been available in Iraq for the last couple of decades. So basically we have a zombie brand, a former bootleg brand, and a boycott brand. Now that we've covered the soda history, why don't we try all three and see how they stack up? If you haven't already, this would be a great time to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Let's try Mission Orange first. Mission Orange is this distinctly bright and cloudy orange color. It's very opaque. It smells amazing, like fresh oranges. It's very sweet, it's highly carbonated. It tastes like real oranges. I think it's really refreshing. This is a really, really tasty soda. Let's open up Mirinda. Mirinda happens to be a little more translucent than the Mission, and it's a little bit of a different orange color, not as vibrant. Mirinda also has less of an aroma than Mission Orange. It's not as fragrant. I would say it smells like generically orange soda. Now that's interesting. Trying the two side by side, Mirinda is less carbonated. It's also less sweet, but it tastes watered down, almost like it's 2/3 the flavor of Mission Orange. Between the two, Mission Orange has it for me. Let's try Fanta. Fanta Orange is a very similar translucent orange to the Mirinda. The Fanta is a bit more fragrant than the Mirinda, not quite as much as the Mission, so somewhere in between. But I would say it smells less like oranges, more like orange peel, if that makes any sense. Let's give it a try. This has a little bit more flavor to it, a little more punch than the Mirinda, but it's not nearly as good as Mission Orange, like not even close. Mission Orange is so much better than these other two. You know what? I'm curious how Iraqi Fanta Orange compares to US Fanta Orange, and I happen to have a can of Fanta Orange. Let's give it a shot. So this is made with sugar, whereas this is made with high fructose corn syrup, so that's going to be one big difference. What else do we notice? Whoa. When I try these side by side, the US version of Fanta barely tastes like oranges at all. It is so much weaker compared to the Fanta bottled in Iraq. That's fascinating. Comparing these three sodas, I have a clear favorite. It's Mission Orange by a mile. The fruit flavor in here is so much above the other two. It tastes fresh, it's highly carbonated, it's very sweet. It's all around just a fantastic soft drink. After that, I'd have to give second place to Fanta Orange. So this one is still a significant step down, but it tastes just a little bit. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Fanta Orange is a clear step down from Mission Orange, but it's still pretty good. But Mirinda is another step down. It just tastes a little more thin, a little more muted, not nearly as enjoyable. But I would take any of these three over Fanta Orange from the USA. They are so much better. Thank you for joining me on this soda history through Iraq. My name is Daryl with Sodafry, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If there's a soda brand you'd like to see me review, please drop it in the comments. Thanks a lot.